Hey there guys, Evan here for another video today, and what I want to discuss in this video is talking about why a landing page might actually serve to be very useful for your cleaning service. So we're going to talk a little bit about what the difference is between a standard website and what a landing page is, and why this actually can help your conversion rates a lot higher, particularly when it comes to marketing your service, whether we're talking advertising through, Google pay-per-click, Google local ads, Facebook advertising, more of the social media side of things, Yelp, whatever the case may be, using paid traffic to drive traffic to your webpage, and why this is so important. So to jump right into it, you're probably asking yourself, what exactly is a landing page? And to put it in layman's terms, it's really just a designated web page to drive the user to make one action. So in a lot of cases, your one call to action might be to schedule an estimate, to call now, to download an ebook. Whatever that action is, you want to make it super straightforward and very simple for that visitor to make that one action, and not get lost in the weeds. So to talk about this a little bit more, the issue that you run into websites is that websites sort of serve as oftentimes what I call a portfolio style website, meaning you're going to have a lot of different tabs, a lot of different photos, different sections talking about about the team, who we are, where we're located, why we're happy to serve X and X. And that's fine. I think this works most valuably for people that are stumbling upon your brand through organic. So by all means, having those different sections, the about section, the contact us, if people are finding you organically, I think all of that stuff is really great, and you could definitely keep that. But when it comes to actually driving conversions, this is one of the main issues. Oftentimes too, people's websites are outdated, so maybe you had yours designed several years ago, and it's not really up with the trends at the moment. The load time might be suffering, so this could certainly hurt conversion rates. Just not being optimized for conversions. So like I mentioned, having a website that people could get too distracted to with clicking on different tabs and not just having your call to action as people are scrolling down the page. And also this sort of goes in with having a website that's outdated. But oftentimes a lot of cleaning services have websites that are not optimized for mobile. So if you're not aware, 80% or more of the web browsing that goes on today are on people's cell phones. So when you're scrolling down, when someone's scrolling on their cell phone or tablet, you want to make sure that everything's nice and center as they're scrolling. Sometimes there could be issues where certain pieces of text that are supposed to be in the center of the screen, like they appear on desktop, get pushed off to the side, and this absolutely affects the user's experience. So here is why landing pages typically convert a lot better than most cleaning services websites. So a landing page makes it super simple to have your call to action reappear multiple times down the page. So someone's being reminded that they should click the button to schedule an estimate, to call you, to receive their free cleaning, whatever your offer is, whatever your discount is, that's what you want people to click. Also, landing pages are more likely to favor mobile, especially today with a lot of the more recent designs, whether you're creating this in WordPress or Wix or you're using an actual landing page software. Mobile first is pretty much, guaranteed in all of those options, so it makes it super easy to make sure that this looks good on people's cell phones. Also, this one's pretty obvious, but easy to capture leads. So by clicking a button and having some type of tracking where, either these leads are uploaded into a sheet or they get sent to your system or whatever, you're having, call rail to track these leads. It makes it super simple to follow up with these leads and ultimately get a sell. And last but not least, keeps your audience in buyer's mode. So as I mentioned, if someone's scrolling on your website and they have so many different tabs to click on, they're looking at photos of you and your team and they're scrolling through all these different albums, or maybe they're looking at your service locations and they're sort of getting, just lost in everything, as opposed to having a landing page where they have that one button that's in front of them and they're clicking on that to get to it, then, that's obviously going to convert a lot better. Okay guys, so what I thought I would do is I'm just hopped into Google right now, and we're going to do some browsing in real time to look at what, a lot of cleaning services are doing with their standard websites, why it might not be the most efficient way to use your time, and then we're also going to look at some real examples of, real high converting landing pages. So I just did a search for local house cleaners. Let's click on this one. Let me open that in a new tab actually. So let's click on that one, and then let's get one more opened up too. Scroll down so we could let's do that one. All right, so website, this is the website, local business near me. Yeah, so right off the bat, this page definitely isn't optimized for conversions. They have this get estimate button, but there could be a little bit more attention. It just looks kind of weird off to the side there. It talks about their team, a local owned operating video. Yeah, so this would be like a pretty standard website that's not optimized for conversions. Ideally, I'll go more into that later of what a landing page should have. But just having this one button over here, and then they have it again in this. It kind of blends in with the text. It's just not really sticking out. There's not really a focus of why someone should request an estimate. So that's one example. Let's look at another website. So this one right off the bat, this is a large franchise, but this one looks a little bit more up to date. So find the nearest office, request an estimate. Okay, these buttons next to each other, not gonna lie, kind of throws me off a little bit. I think they should just have one focus, like one button to request an estimate, and finding the nearest office should be secondary. That should just sort of be implied after they click the button. But let's keep scrolling down. Yeah, so I mean, like, even for such a large franchise, this page really isn't optimized for conversions. This is just a standard web page. And, I guarantee, even though they have this call now button, most people are going to want to handle business or get an estimate through text. That's just what I've noticed in this industry. So, I'm not too sure how well this page is converting, but my guess wouldn't be super high. So as I showed you, those are examples of what a typical website would be. Now, those businesses, if they had a designated landing page to one specific call to action, to one specific offer, that's where their conversion rates would actually go up. So let's look at some examples of those, and I pulled these pages up. So this one is a pretty good example of having still a website feel, but a little bit more optimized for conversions. So they have the Schedule Now button over here. That button could be a little bit larger. I'm not sure how it looks like in mobile, but that's good. They have the little badges over here to sort of add that social proof and that authority within their business, so that's good. They have the little check mark. It talks a little bit about the services, but it's not too much text where someone could get lost and start clicking on other links like I showed you in the previous websites. And then over here, it's very clear. Select the best plan. So you have 3 options. That's it. Once you click on a button, you're probably going to get brought to a different page. Oops, that one. Sorry, I'm just going to go back. But yeah, just for the sake of this video. And then they have a little bit more, it looks like over here, about what their service actually provides. Ideally, there should be one more call to action button down below here. But nonetheless, still a pretty good example of what a landing page should entail. So this is another style of a landing page. This one's very simple. Click to claim this offer. It's very clear what the user is going to get. They're going to scroll down. They see some images of the team, a little bit based on the info of what's to expect from them. They have another call to action button reappearing over here, some trust badges over here, some reviews down at the bottom of the screen, and then one more call to action. So this is a very straightforward landing page. It's very clear that this isn't their website. It's just what they're promoting to use one offer. So this would work really well with advertisements. So let's look at one more. Another franchise. So this is a good example. They have the big button, schedule my free quotes. Talks a little bit about the COVID-19, how we safely clean your home. So this can be hit or miss. It kind of depends. Okay, so when someone clicks that, they just get brought to the top of the page. Okay, so that's interesting. But again, they have like the little trust badges to sort of reassure that you're getting the right service. A little video over here, a little photo of the owner, it looks like, so that's cool. 15% off. So, okay, so this is good that we're going in real time. Ideally, you want the call to action to reappear about every page length or so. So as someone's scrolling down, there should be maybe another button here. As they're scrolling down, there should maybe be another button here. But, they have the reviews over here, our satisfaction guarantee, and then one last call to action over here. Also an option to call them, email them if they want. But, these are all examples of good landing pages. I hope this is a little more clear to you. It's really just to promote one specific offer, one specific service, and get your user to ultimately click on the button to schedule an estimate, to call you, whatever the case may be. Just because with standard websites, often, it doesn't really cut it. So I hope this was helpful, guys. I will talk to you soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Just leave a comment below. If not, take care.